We're going to make this quarter panel, and basically what this is going to show everybody is, or anybody that's watching, that you could do it anywheres with a piece of cardboard, trace it out, measure it out, whatever you need to do, transfer it to a piece of metal, roll it, and then put a lip on it, and we'll make the bottom quarter panel for this. Anybody can do this. I am at Ross's shop. We are using I don't know, what it would be called, just a Mastercraft grinder, a few zip cuts, a piece of Bristol board, a marker, and some tape. And what I've done there is I just taped off a line where I want the quarter panel, where I'm going to put the pattern at. Basically this all has to be replaced right to the back there, and we're going to give them all that because I think we have a big enough piece of metal to do it. This piece here was cut off to put this inside piece on. Now my inside piece comes down here and it goes on there. What I've done is I've taken the piece that I had. I just cut the metal face of it off because I cut the lip off. That just goes back on there. And that's to show us exactly the quarter panel, what it was. And I'm going to try to make it exactly what it is now. So we can just tack it on, and Ross can go about it anytime he wants to. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to just take a little bit of primer off that, stick that back on, put my glasses on. I probably just stick it on there with tape, I suppose. For some reason, I don't like the sound of that grinder this morning. I don't like the sound of that grinder. The reason being is it's early. That's what it is, it's early. I'm just going to tape it on. See if they're going that way. Instead of getting the welder going. And then we'll get right to making the quarter panel itself. And this is what I'm going to say. This quarter panel, something like this, it's very easy to try to complicate it. It's very easy to try to complicate it. Just sticking that back on there just for shits and giggles. That's not, it didn't go on there right like that. Instead of welding it, that's all. Didn't get it on there right. Put a new piece of tape on. That'll do it. Do that. Alrighty. Now let's take a piece of our Bristol board. You can see where it's rotting up in there and rotting there. So we're going to get back there as far as we can. Yes, we are. Or I think we're going to. I want to take this paper here. I'm just going to lay it right in front there. I'm going to take, what am I going to say? I'm going to drop down just a little bit. Put something like that right there. Let's move it back some. I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to draw this on here. It looks about that far. How far is that? Oh, about that far. About that far. And then we're coming back. Something like that. That'll give us a line on the bottom, show somewhere close. We'll make it a little bit longer if we have to. We'll cut that out. I don't know where my scissors are right for the second. We're kind of in like a little spot, but I'll tell you something. This little spot that we're in, like this little spot that I'm sitting right here right now, can build just as nice as cars as anybody in the world. And the reason being is, all it got to do with it is the time that you put in. That's what it's got to do with. It's got nothing to do with the shop. You might think it's a shop, but it's not. There's probably so many people out there that build show cars in a shop like this that you have no idea. Let's stick that on there, something like, right? Something like that. Once I get it where I think I want it, and then I'll tape it. I think I'm going to tape that piece. I'm going to move down here a little bit. Straddle in here, bear with us. You're going to have to, you know, Jolene wants to do the best job she can, believe me. She wants to do the best job she can. And when you're working in tight spots. Sometimes it's hard to get the best job you can. I'm trying to bring that back. I'll try to bring that piece back so we can wrap it right around. And I don't know if that's gonna, I could make it, yeah. And it's gonna need a little bit more there, we'll see. I'm gonna leave a little bit there for something like yay. I don't mind that. And all I'm doing is looking for the sweet spot, I guess. And the sweet spot seems to be there. I've got enough covering the back. I've got enough down at the bottom, and I still got some tape showing. It's not a bad place to weld it on, I don't think. And if I want to change it, the distance, I'll just change it on the pattern, on the straight edge. So, there, now we got enough to come right around the corner. It's gonna need a different piece. There's a piece right back here that, if you want to come around and take a look at it. See that right there? Yeah, she's kind of chunked up there, but it can take another piece. Like it can come to here, and then you could make that piece as one piece, like a butt welded on this piece, and go around to make that piece. Nothing to it. This piece here back, but here's good. We've got enough going down in there. I'm going to tape that there, so don't move. Let's do that. And what has happened on this car is the quarter panels have been lengthened for the Packard taillight. This has been extended and made, and that means that the inside panel of the quarter panels only comes back to about here. So it's got, you know, it's gained probably 5 or 6 inches in the quarter panel. So that's why I'm going to do this. I'm going to flip this under. I want to get this edge, the outside edge. That's what I want. I'll add to the pattern after. There's the outside edge. Now, there's a lip in there that's bent over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off and add the lip on the pattern, I think. Yeah, I can. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it there. And add the lip on the pattern. I'm hoping to cut in the line, am I? Yeah, feels pretty good. Now, Ross has got some long fender skirts for this bad boy, and they are right behind Jolene. If Jolene wants to flop around, those cruiser skirts right there are going on this car. That's what he wants on this car. Now, I can't say as I blame him. I can't say as I blame him. I'm going to do this. Put it straight edge there. Bring that right there. Let's do it. Yeah. Put that on there. Press that down there. And hold that out. And this is just a what? You know, I don't. The quarter panel has been fixed before, so what I'm fixing now and taking the pattern off of is something that's been fixed before. Aye. Stay, 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 stay. Now, so I got my line there. Now I want a true read on the bottom of that quarter panel. Let's get her down. Now remember, we're going to have to add on the bend at the bottom. I have to add it on. Just cut this off. And if it's not straight when I lay it on the piece of metal, I'll use a straight edge to make it straight. The quarter panel on this car originally went here, started here, and it went up to about there. And when they put the outside panel and added to it, they bring it down that much further to give it that long look. Or I don't know if to give it that long look or not, but to extend the quarter panel. And I think about it, and they done it exactly the way I done Elvis. Exactly. Pretty close anyways. I didn't put Packard taillights in it, but they look nice. They look really good. Alrighty, there you go. Now this is something right here that I always I always talk about when I'm doing stuff. This I would not try, like you can obviously make a buck for it and put, you know, a piece of wood on this side and a piece of wood on that side and clamp her down and then bend that lip over. You can do that if you want to, and you have to think about the time it's going to take. But generally, if I make something like this, I'll make the panel in the shape it is, I'll make the pattern in the shape that the panel should be, and then I'll weld that down along there fairly quick, instead of taking that time and going to the wood shop and drilling holes and getting the metal in between and cutting the wood to have this shape. Basically, if you're running a sill shop or a quarter panel shop and you're making things, a friend of mine, Fred McClare, does that sort of work. I can see why he does it, because he makes the panel, you take the panel home, you put it on. That panel's already made. For the piece of wood is already made to make that panel. You just drop the metal on it, slaps it all over, he's made you a panel. But if you haven't got that stuff right handy and you want to make something really quick, make this flat side and then make this. Now what I'm going to do here, look, watch this. You want to come over here for a second? I'll take where's my marker? Take a marker. You can see what has happened here. This car has a round rod. It has round rod right there. No harm, no foul. That's where the quarter panel is. You can see where they bronzed the last little tiny bit of this lip on there. I'm going to put the exact same thing back. I'm just going to put a lip up to there. This is round rod. I'm not going to do anything with it. That's going to be a different day, different time, different story. Put this right here. Put that piece of, the piece of Bristol board right to my line. Let the mark out of my hand so I can push on it. It's going good. It's going good, you know. Things are going good for doing what we're doing and going where we're going. And this is the truest form of hot rodding you can get. Like, simple as that. Like you're out in the garage building something and it's custom, you know. It's a pretty cool project though, you must admit. You know, a 50s, it's a 55 or 56 and it's been customized like this. It's pretty cool. Now there's my line. I'm going to do this. I'm going to straighten her out a little bit, make that a little nicer. Right. Draw that nice and straight, or give her a nice flow to it. We just don't want no kinks in it, that's all. Straighten her a little bit, make her look really nice. And when you weld that edge on, and if you're placing your metal right, you can do some nice job. You really can. You can grind it off so you can't tell you even welded it on there. And that's for the people that don't want to get into the wood thing to get something going. Let's do this. Nope, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make the lip this fat. Just kind of sketching it because nice. It's my lip, goes in, my quarter panel comes down. There's the lip I got to add. Right there. Good, good, good. Whole wheat shreddies. We can make it look better with a pair of scissors. Or I think we can. And if it's not right, I'll just add some to it, right? Put some tape on it, put some paper on it, put something on it. I want to just try to make the lip. I'm guessing. We want to keep it the same size all the way down so it looks good. And if it's not right, then what we do is all right, now, have I got enough bend there? See, it's a little bent, a little more than what my pattern is. Not much though. A little bit right down there at the corner, I guess. Actually, that seems to be a better gig right there. Looks smoother and nicer, don't it? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut 2 pieces of metal. We're gonna cut that piece, and we're gonna cut that piece. And it's all gonna be at an 18 gauge. All gonna be 18 gauge. Now, what am I gonna say now? This would be, well, I would do it in the roller. And the reason I do it in the roller, because we only need one shape this way. And the reason we only need one shape is because it's high here and lower back there. So it's like this. So we're like on an angle this way. So if it's, you know, what can I say? Yes, to make it look nice, we only need one shape, and it's this way. Because like I said before, it's coming back this way. And we do this. A marker. Gotta watch yourself. I'm in a new shop, right? And bang my head. Bang my head. Nope, I don't want to do there. Let's do this. Let's just cut it off there. And then they can make a new piece from there all the way around. And cut that off where he wants to. That's where I'm going. I'm not going to build wrapping around. I'm not going to do it. Let's put another piece of tape on that so it don't move. The better it don't move, the better. I want to put a little piece of tape here. It seems like it's buckling there a little bit, don't it? Seems to me it does. Let's put another piece of tape on it. And we're going to cut this with a zip cut. Yeah, I'm going to cut with zip cut. Got a piece of metal in my hand. Or thumb. I think I got him. It could have been her, as far as I know. But it didn't feel good. All right. I'll just fold that over. Why not? Down a little bit above that line. There's a body line. I'm going to pull that tape off here in a minute. There's a body line on that quarter panel. If you're a 55 or 56 enthusiast, anybody 55, 56 enthusiast should be watching this, I guess. Just to see that you can. I'm not sure if anybody's ever tackled it before, but to get that back piece out and get a new one put in from another car and get it all taken out and put one back in. I'm not sure if anybody's ever done that before, but I never did, and I have worked on a few of them. It was a lot of work back in there. Generally what happened is you took it off the frame, and that's how you did it. And not this bad boy. Not this bad boy. We didn't take it off the frame, which was good. There's our quarter panel. There's the thing. And then we have to have a shape. Right there. You have to have that shape there. Have that quarter panel bent like that. Get in there. And then we'll have, what we need is a nice patch panel. We need to bend a lip on the bottom to match up to that. let's do it. All right, there's our piece. It's a marker. Let's see if I can get a piece of metal in here. I'm going to carry it down here, see what I can do. It's kind of a windy day here. What would be the temperature here?
8 degrees.
8 degrees? 8 degrees, which ain't bad when you're working. It's probably hard. Well, I know it's hard on Jolene because Jolene's not moving and grooving like I am, you know. I'm moving and grooving trying to get things done. She's staying still and trying to film and make sure things look good. There's a big difference when you're moving and grooving and you got to stay still and you're cold. But that's okay. We get a little fire in the back, which makes it real nice and cozy, doesn't it? Jolene, makes it nice and cozy. Huh? Nice and cozy. All right, we're gonna lose some here. Where am I gonna lose it? On the back or the front? I'm gonna lose it on the front. So, I wonder if Ross can take that tape and tape it there. What do I want? I want to, what? What's the bottom look like? That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put the bottom on and make my bend. Here's what I'm gonna do for the bottom for a bend. Right there. So that line is not straight on the bottom of that. Not even close, is it? It's not straight. I don't need much more than that, I don't think. But they have more than that, but I'm thinking that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. I don't want to overdo it. You overdo it sometimes. It's just, like, I think it's probably a little better than an inch down. You overdo it there sometimes, and it makes it almost feel like it's not right. What I mean by not right? There's not many cars would have a bend on it that big. Right there. Right there. Now, what I should do though, is make that up a little high. Same distance, shouldn't I? Look, same distance from there to there. I'll bring it up some. I'll measure it. Go like that. This is the bend. Let's draw this part. And then we'll yeah, this piece right here would be a nice piece to put on the English wheel. I don't know if I finished that or not, did I? Not sure what I was talking about, but anyways, that piece there, I would roll it one way, just roll it, but that'd be a good piece that you could put on the wheel, back and forth, get your swoop like that, and then put your piece on. You could do it that way if you wanted to. I generally go to the roller because it's faster, and I have one. If you don't have one, you have a wheel, exact same thing. 1/4 panel pattern. Now you can see that Ross has a window up there on the front of the car. He wants, he's gonna have to take, or does he wants, he's gonna have to take and get a pattern of that window shape. And then I would say, apply it on this glass, and wherever you can get that applied on that glass to make it fit, that's where I would cut. Basically, because you know, do you cut off the bottom? Do you cut off the top? Do you cut off the side a little bit? The pattern would help, that's for sure. Now I'm going to cut this all off. Just trying to be careful here a little bit. We're in uncharted territories with grinding inside the door shut a little bit. And what I'm going to hit and what I'm not going to hit. Yeah. I don't want to. Gonna take a looky poo and see if there's anything behind me. Nope, nothing behind me. Just don't want to burn up his calendar there. I'll get close to that thing, and then we'll know. Well, little tiny. Better stop. Clean this bad boy up. Let's clean this bad boy up. Just by clean that metal off so it's not so sharp. Man, that trigger's hard to get on sometimes, little bugger. Working me. Yeah. I got another cut to make. We'll lay her down for that one. See a comment on there. Why are you working on the floor? Why not? Why not? I gotta do that. Nope. That's right. I'll make it a little bit long there, hang it down a little bit. If it's hung down a little bit, then we can grind it off and do whatever, but if it's short, Now the baseball's getting good, I guess. 1-1. Means things are going good, I guess. Now, we're going on this way. Let's mark a line on this side. So we know where to bend it. Just transferring that side to that side. Doop-de-doo-de-doo. Actually, yeah, it's right on the bend. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this. Now that I recall, I took the pattern off this quarter panel. Now that I recall, the quarter panel at the bottom, me and Ross got down and looked at it, and you could see where they added the piece on. You could tell it tucked up and did like that. So that's why it wasn't straight. So this is where we're going to make it straight. Now I'm going to go like this. Boom. Perfect. Let's measure it and see. Measuring tape right there. Huh? 7/8. Right in front of that black line. 7/8. Oh. Who's your daddy? Huh? A little better. It's off by 1/16. There. All right, let's go bend it. Going in that way. Bend goes, you gotta go underneath. Roller, look, just not long enough. Well, maybe I can roll it so far. Hey, look at that now. Maybe I can. Roll it to there. That wouldn't be a bad roll, would it? I think I might get them. Seems like it's had cement or something used in it or something. But anyways, let's go back here to the brake. If I might take a minute, look at this bad boy. It's got a 1934 5-window, and it's called the 15-ounce fuel coupe, the original Les Hawkins. This is quite a machine, this thing. See where the engine's at, And then he's got a, what did you say that year that Merc was back there? Beautiful, beautiful. Body's all done. Like the chop one's beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's do this. Gorgeous, I say. Flop that up. Flop that up. Thank you, Jolene, for the visual. Thank you. I'm going to do it right there. Right there.
You won't be able to get it in the roller once you bend it.
That's true. Thanks, Jolene. I won't get in the roller once I bend it. So true. Let's see if we can get this thing working. Let's see. Good thing you said that. But I can roll it myself. But I might as well see if I can do that. I might as well see. She's tight. You know, basically, that's why it's not going in. See what's hitting right here? As I roll that in, it's getting bigger. So, just had to check. It was the right thing. You wasn't getting it in the roller if it wasn't. I'm gonna put it right in the beginning of that. Get it there. It's close enough. Close enough. Nice that Ross has this, or we'd be banging it on something. Now, I don't want to take it too far, right? If I can even get it anywhere. Let's get down. Let's get down. this back. Put this back a little bit. Push that back a little bit. Kick. This, I think this is like it says right here, insulators. Ross used to own an insulating company or something like that. Used to be an insulating company or something. Probably the old days from in the shop. But he got some good metal for the quarter panels, baby. All right. I'm hoping. Let's do this. Take it out. No. Looks nice, eh? Nice. Looks a nice pen, like, you know, a nice straight lip compared. I'm thinking we're gonna go like that. Just back her up there. Beep, 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 beep. Slow and easy. Oh. One less tape measure. I guess that's the trials and tribulations of working in a shop and walking around. Now, let's put this bad boy on here. Not bad. I could bang that up. See? Let's roll this sucker. We gotta roll this sucker. I found something outside before we started. I'm gonna use it to roll this panel. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's take this, throw that right there. I'm gonna go get that. I'll leave that right there. I was outside having a nervous pee. That's round 2. Could roll it over top of that. What is that? Piece of pipe there. That piece of pipe there on something, I could roll that pretty easy, I think. All I'm looking to do is take this panel here and give it a nice roll. Or a little bit of a roll anyways. Let's do it. Look at that right there. Acetylene tank's hooked up though. That would sort of work. I got this bad boy. I don't know. An old crock pipe of some sort, you know. See what happens. Looking around, that's all I'm doing is looking for something round. This is definitely round. Let's do it. I'm going to try to pull it back here. And then we'll do it back here. Let's take a rag and wipe that off. All I'm trying to do is put some round shape in that. And remember, when you're welding this panel on, you might get some warpage in it, but your warpage is going to be up here. We have a body line right there on this thing. I got a piece of tape in there. There's a little body line there on a 55, 56 Mercury Ford. I'm not sure, but right there. So we're going to stay below that a little bit, or right in that, so the heat doesn't take off in the quarter panel. With that little bend there, it will help. A lot of the heat is not going to go down, it's going to go up. I'm going to turn this bad boy around. Let's put that on one side. Good. Oh yeah, it's going to be easy breezy, isn't it? Imagine. Now I'm thinking that the English wheel would be a great thing. I'm gonna get centered up a little bit here if I can. Centered up, right there. Maybe I just jam my fingers, and I'll know it, won't I? Huh? That on there. One little shape in it all. Mostly up front though. And I could put this lip on or get this going. You can see how I got going on there. See that little bit there? You can see now that if you had that, you could stick that in that wheel, put it on this end. Go all the way through. It looks like I'd put a dent in there because it's in it there. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Just, yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Give it a little bend. Maybe I can use this bad boy. I'm gonna do this. Ah, shit. Just trying to make some marks here. I'll do a couple bends and I'll just do that way. But on the first one, just a little bit. Don't have to bend much, just a little. Working for it. Working for it. Ouch. Ouch, that hurt. Aye. Now, I'll take that out, see what's going on. Nah, I didn't like that. Don't like that. But I do like that. Don't like that. I'm gonna take this outside. Nah, didn't do it in the center though, you know? That's the thing. Didn't do it in the center. We have a body, yeah, we have a body hammer here. Just want to knock that out a little bit. I think I'm going to bend the rest by my hand. Down by the bottom, it was tough and rough. Let's fix this. Wrong side on there, didn't I, baby? All right, that's good. Back in order. Just gonna bend it a little bit more. We got 2 of these to make, so I'm thinking that, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that we'll use the exact same pattern to make both of them, I'm thinking. Holy. Can't do that down there because I put the dent in it. Can't do that. Let's do this. Let's get a piece of that. Let's get that paper right behind you. We'll start putting that sucker in here and see what it looks like. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do this. Pull this out of the way. Hey. Oh, probably not the best thing to do, but not against this chrome. We don't want to get nothing against the chrome. Got nothing against the chrome. There. Let's do this. Yeah, I could use a little more roll, but you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece up here on, and yeah, let's get some more roll in it. Actually, maybe I can get this piece cut out, get this put on, put this other end on here for a minute. I want some roll on this end. Anywhere I go, eh? Seem to have a problem. We can get some more on it. Back there a little bit. Getting better. Tap that there, pull that into the, there, let's do this. Get this piece cut out. He's got a little piece of metal. He had a bunch of small stuff, and I was using that. But the small stuff.
There's a piece under there, I don't know if it's falling.
Under where?
Right under there. I don't know if it's falling.
Hey! Oh. I must say thank you. I say thank you. This'll make me keep my shape in the front. In the back, it can be applied in shape, or you could roll it more. You know, once it's applied up here, it can flap over here all at once. But once it's applied up here, then you pull it into the inside panel, and then that's where it gets its strength. To me, that's how I would do it. Apply up here. Apply it up here. When you got it applied, and then pull it under and connect it. We'll make all this quarter panel super tight. If I come in and fit the bottom, weld it to the bottom, weld it there. Nothing, there's no tightness being applied. It's being welded to the car. If I tag it here and go underneath and pull it under, it's gonna strengthen all this. If I put the bottom on and put this on, just weld it on, like I said, you're just looking for warpage, I'm thinking. Let's do this, got this. Oh. Hot. Very hot. Let's do this. Plug that. Nope, don't need a helmet. Don't need a helmet at all. All right. Whoop, whoop. Welder's on. Had Starbucks this morning. You know what happens? You get stars in your eyes because of what it cost. That's why they call it Starbucks. Holy star Moses. What did that just cost me? Now you can see a little bit of edge bending there. That's fine. That's fine. You can take a little dolly. If you want to play with it a little bit, take this little dolly. Lay it underneath there and tap it out. Just tap on it. Tap, tap, tap easy. There's a little round thing. Just tap, tap easy along there. Whatever. To me, a hard disc, or not a hard disc, but a flapper wheel would get rid of it. No harm, no foul. In the back, it's got one there. I'd like to probably get rid of a little bit, but then again, there's another one, no harm, no foul. Let's put this bad boy on there. And this starts, or it did start, or hey, I thought it started right at that dot. Or did I cut that off? Where'd that go? We'll just put that on. Just bend it in place. Pretty easy. Butt weld that on there. Let's do it. Now, this is gonna basically put this thing in shape, hopefully. For up the front, where I want it to be. And get one tack, we'll hold it. Nope, not even close. Okay. Gas is not on. Want to turn that gas on? Sorry. That. Got her? Yep. Making a mess there at the end there. I'll grind it off. Now. One holds it. That's what I'm going to do now. My pliers. Now at the front, we're not quite in shape there, so I'm going to pry it in shape. Get a little bend out of it. Oh, I'm going to bring it out a little bit. Nice. Nice, nice. Stop it. Anytime you have cords and then it's running your power, obviously, you'll have to realize that, I mean, sometimes that will take away from your welder sometimes. Sometimes, but not all the time. Let's pull that out. Now, I'm thinking, I'm just going to knock That broke. I think that one connected. Nope. Here we go. Just gonna set it on there for a second. Goodbye. Yeah. Come up front and take a look, sweetheart. See how we got a nice panel going there? All the way back, right there on the thing. Basically right there where that goes on, and go up a little bit. When we take this off, obviously, that gives us a nice, we're gonna get up and tight there as soon as we get that off, I guess. But that's holding us up, to be honest with you. That's holding us up. I was just thinking the exact same thing. I'm going to grind these off a little bit. They don't look that great. I'm just going to grind them off a little bit. I want to do this. Cut that. Jolene wants to turn that back on. I want to get that down where I wanted it. Top it. Did I get it? Hope so. Iron. Get it in there. Let's fix them up a little bit. And we're not getting up all the way because obviously the old panel's on there. That's pushing us down because we're hitting on that. And that has to be out more. Further ahead. Like that. And I might even cut that off, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Basically, let's just weld this edge up here. I'm going to weld that edge up, and we'll just grind it off with a flat disc, and you'll get to see what it looks like. I'd want to weld it like this too also when I'm welding it up. Do real good there, but let's do this. Just to get used to someone else's gear takes a little bit, sometimes. Don't get too much heat on it. And I could leave that for Ross. Ross could tackle that on there, put that on there, no problem whatsoever. Not whatsoever. But there's the first of the quarter panel. First quarter panel. Right there, this piece here is holding me. I should cut that off. Maybe. I'm just going to leave it for a bit. Get a pair of C-clamps here. Probably on the other side. C-clamp that right there. Okay, so there's our quarter panel, the bottom of it. It looks pretty decent. It looks really good, actually. Looks real good. It's right along that line. It's nice and straight. Can't complain about that. All we have to do now is just make it look a little bit better. All I'm going to do is get up. I'm going to knock some metal down. Just take a flapper wheel and just knock off some metal that I feel that doesn't look its best. And you obviously do the same, obviously. But anything that you do requires, you know, massaging, you know. It is what it is. And if you are not into massaging it and putting it on, that's fine also. But all this stuff can be made look really good if you want to spend the time. And I want to put it to you this way. The better it looks, the more time the person has spent. That's the end of it. The better it looks, the more time they've spent. So I'm just going to knock the heads of them welds off. I'm sure Ross will deal with them when it comes time. We might even apply that panel maybe when he gets back. I'm not sure. He's at his birthday? He's at somebody's birthdays. I'm just going to knock these off. Just knocking off the edge of that. I'm gonna do this. Let me do this. Just for the video. Just for the video. As soon as I get this nailed on, we'll take a step back and just take a look. We'll put one of these clamps on. See if we can't make it look like a panel. And then we'll go from there and make another one. That was a flapper disc. It sort of did the trick on the bend there, but it did and it didn't. But what's there is not any harm, no foul. I don't know if I want to do that, but hold that up in there. Like a piece of tape anywheres? Ah, there you go. There we go. just like that. That's clipped right on that bottom piece on that back. It's like getting up in a jungle gym. But there we go, looking good. Looks real good all the way along, whole piece. Come back this way. That looks, I could turn that up for you, look a lot better, wouldn't it? That panel looks nice now. When I push that in, when it gets pushed in, this piece right here, that'll go in to that. See? Anyways, just sitting on there. Beautiful. And there's a line there. There's that line right here, see, it goes around like that, around like that. It's just above this. So when this is going to get applied, we'll make a line where it fits good. We'll trace it with a marker. We'll clean that marker line off, and then we'll tack this on right over top of this piece. Or maybe some of it anyways, and then we'll cut it and then butt it as he goes. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking. So now we've got 2 trunk panels and extensions, and we've got the back piece going across. Now we've got 1 quarter panel patch, I would say close to being applied. I'm thinking it would be nice to wheel that a little bit, or have some more strength to bend a little bit in the middle. We've got the front. We don't need a whole bunch in the back, but it would be nice to get a little bit more in that. And that's the truth. But you would never see anything in it because it's round at the front and it goes on an angle. So you would have, you know, it'd be a game. You would be playing with your eyes. It'd be a game. And then we have the cruiser skirt that goes over top of it. As long as there's no roster filler or anything like that, it does not matter, because basically the cruiser skirt's going to cover it. But we want it nice, tight, and right. And there she be. She's pretty cool. It's going to be nice when that other piece gets cut out at the bottom. It's hard to see. It's hard to see, and it doesn't look that good because this rusty piece is still in there. But anyways, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. Just taking our time in here. Me and Joel here today. Ross is at a birthday for the grandson and the granddaughter. I'm not sure one. I heard one, but we're just kind of making that. We'll make another one for the other side, and then no doubt he'll be back. Have a great day. Come back. We will be here. We're having fun working on Ross's car. It really challenged me to get that back piece out and get them pieces fitting and get all that stuff ripped off without tearing everything to pieces. A lot different work than I'm used to. But it's all the same. Get at it. Cheers.